Hi everybody, Alex here from Expert Forex, and in this video I'm going to show you how to optimize a trading robot in 2 seconds. Now a short while ago I made this video where I introduced a simple and easy trading robot, which is a free robot but has the potential of doubling your account quite easily. And there's the link to this robot if you haven't downloaded it already. And it's downloadable from our free forum, and there is the free forum. There's the download, how to install it. But this is the section we are doing right now, which is how to find settings for this robot. And I'm going to use the optimization approach to get settings for this robot, because optimization basically looks backwards and says what has worked best in the past. So in order to do this, you have to make sure that you have enough test data, and I'll show you how to do that. You then create a test template, which you don't have to do because that will be provided in this video and in this particular EA, and then you optimize your robot, and that is where I'm going to show you how it only takes 2 seconds to do that. So okay, here we are on the MetaTrader 4 platform, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the strategy tester to optimize settings for the simple and easy trader, and I'm going to be using the pound USD. I'm going to use open prices, and I'll talk about that later on, and I'm going to be using from the 1st of January this year to the end of October, which is a 10-month period to do the optimization. I'm going to be using a 4-hour time frame, and the standard spread I'm going to use is 1. So the first thing is, do we have enough history? Now let me show you how you can find out if you have enough history. As you can see here, we're starting on the 1st of January 2002. So we need enough history, let's say into December 2021 for this. So what I would do is I would open a chart just like that. I would stop the shifting of the chart, and then all you do is you pull the chart back. Now I'm going to be using the 4 hours, so I need to change that to 4 hour. You just pull the chart back, and you pull it back until you can see that it covers the whole period that you're going to be testing. So there I don't have a problem with the history that I'm going to be testing. Just to give you an example, if you don't have enough history, you just keep on pulling like that, pulling, and it will automatically start adding more history and more history. The other alternative to find history is you go to Tools, the History Center, and we're on the pound here, so I'll go to the pound. There we are, the 1 minute, and here you can see you can download history. So there, that is where you can download additional history. But in most cases, especially for this EA, you will have enough history, because we do not encourage you to use small time frames. You use 4 hour, 1 hour, and daily are the time frames for this particular EA. All right, so that covers the having enough test data. So then what you need is a test template. So I'm going to have a look at the actual EA, and here's the test template that we have. So there's not much going on with this EA. All it has a moving average and lots that you have to put in. So in the previous video that I mentioned earlier, I explained the logic, the trading logic behind this EA, and I showed you a lot of examples of that trading logic. So I'm not going to cover that here, but essentially the EA is driven by the MA setting, moving average setting period, and the moving average shift. So I'm going to test from 2 with jumps of 2 right up to 48, and I'm going to test the shift from 0, in fact, with jumps of 2 up to 24. So that's the settings for the moving average that I'm going to be optimizing, as it were. And to optimize, you just click on that block and click on that block, and it will have a green tick, and you can then know that when you run your optimize, it's going to go and test all of those alternatives with each other. So that's okay. So we hit OK. So the template is in place. We're ready to test. So let's go and do that. And this is where the 2-minute period comes in, because I'm going to run this test now. All I have to do is I click on optimization, and I'm going to click on start, and it's going to test all of those combinations in one go. So here I go. I'm going to click start, and there we are. It's tested 312 options in less than 2 seconds. I couldn't even see if that was 10 seconds. So if you want more options, let's go up, make this 148 and this 120. So that's now a huge amount of options, and we say okay, and we say start, and there we are. It's now done 1088 options. It's done in less than 2 seconds. So what you then do is you look at the results, and here are the results of what we've just done. They're a little bit out of whack, but what I'll do is I'll put them back to the original template, which I think was 48, because if you get too that gets a bit too unrealistic. I'm going to do the optimization again. So we do it again. Oh, look at that, less than 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and we look at the results, and there they are. There's the best result for this optimization. It says a moving average of 40 and offset by 6. So what I now do is I put it into my input parameters, and you'll see that 40 and that 6 is now in the input parameters, and then I run them again, and you saw how fast that happened, and there is the number. So we've done the optimization in less than 2 seconds. Now a lot of people will say, why using open prices? That is the secret why this particular optimization runs so quickly. The logic is based on the close of the candle. So in other words, at the close of a candle, a 4-hour candle, that's the only time that the EA makes a decision. So let me see if I can make this a little bit clearer. So if you've got a candle like that, that's the open of the candle at that level there. There's normally a wick at the bottom and then a wick at the top, and then that is where the candle closes. And at that point, it's only at that point that the EA decides, is that point where it closes above the moving average or below the moving average. So that's why I'm saying it only makes a decision once every 4 hours, and that's why the optimization goes so fast. Normally other EAs make decisions all the time while the trading is happening. This is a nice, simple and easy EA that only makes the decision on the close of the candle, and that is why it only took 2 seconds to optimize it, and that is why you can rightfully use the open prices only method, because the decision making is happening on open prices. If your decision making isn't on open prices, like for instance price levels, then you have to use tick data. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just run those final results that we've got on tick data, just to see if there's a marked difference. Remember, the total was just over 18,000. I'm going to run that on tick data to see what the difference is, and there it's running on tick data. You can see how much slower tick data is, because it's actually analyzing every single tick that's happened. Okay, so there's the tick data run. Let's go and see what it looks like, and look at that. There's no difference between the tick data run and the open prices because of the decision making, and that's why I took the open prices option, because I knew that there would be no difference. So that's a quick way that you can find suitable settings for this particular EA, because it uses open candle decision making. I hope you found this video interesting, and that you've learned something about optimization and how you can increase the speed of your optimization if you understand the trading logic behind the robot that you're using. If it does use open candle decision making, then certainly that's the basis for doing it, and you can see how quickly the optimizations run on that basis. If not, you are forced to use tick data as a more accurate method of optimization. So from me, Alex Deploy, cheerio.